Hi everyone, this is a channel Equilibrity and my name is Natalie. This video is a spontaneous idea because I wanted to make a kinesiological correction or session. And kinesiology is a method that helps to solve some issues. So this is like one of the methods of psychology. And one of the benefits of this method is that you can use it for your own sakes. So actually, I don't need a second person or a therapist or a psychologist to solve my difficult situation, which I wanted to deal with. And I decided to make this video to show you how this method works. So this will be like a demonstration session of this method. And by the way, you can use this method also online. So if you are interested in what is going on, you can contact me and ask for such a session. So now, the first step is to decide what the topic is. And my topic is stress on my mother's destiny, so on her way of living, of the conditions she lived in, and on the decisions she made or she didn't make. So I have stress and fear that I might repeat her fate, so to say. And in this method, we usually use a so-called muscle test. If I work with a person, with a second person, so with a conductor of this, then this person would test my muscles here. So he or she would press my hand, and on yes, it would be like a strong answer, so my hand will not bend down. And if I have like a weak answer, so the muscle will become weak and the hand will go lower. But the idea is I can't do this to myself because I can control my joint, of course, and it's very difficult. But we can do this basically with any muscle. And I will do this with my finger muscle. So I use like this, or I like to use this finger. So you basically need like make two rings, and when I say yes, then I have like strong answer, and when I say no, then my fingers go. Of course, you can say that I'm cheating, but I'm not interested to cheat to myself. That's why my answers are rather true to me. So my topic is I will formulate it as I live my own life scenario different from my mother's. And I have to write it. I live my own life scenario different from my mother's. And I'm testing. Shall I work with this topic? Do I need to take another topic? Can I record what I do? Are there any reasons for not recording that? And while I'm asking all this, I'm testing. I'm not showing you the results of the test because it's hard like to all the time to hold hands like that. So I'm testing, and the test says that yes, I can work with this. The second uh, the second step is to check the topic. So my topic is I live my own life scenario different from my mother's. And I check it with my test. I say it loud. I live my own life scenario different from my mother's. And you can see that I have weak answer. So my fingers like go apart. It means that I have a lot of stress and, well, fears or any other unhappy emotions in this topic. And we will fix it. At first, I'll ask, should we find emotions beneath that? Yes, I have. And I have a book with emotions. It's called Emotional Barometer. I'm checking which emotion is there. I'm not saying this aloud because they are written in my language and like it's no use of translating every of them. And my test says that this emotion is abandoned. So the first emotion is abandoned, and I'm writing it down somewhere. The second is incompetent, if I'm not mistaken. Incompetent, incompetent. I'm not sure about the right pronunciation. Incompetent, I guess. And the last emotion, the third one, is false. False. Usually when I work with people, there can be an option to read what is written as a explanation text to every of this emotion. But in my case, I don't need to read this. I only have to think why these emotions are coming into my topic. So, abandoned. Abandoned. I assume that my mother can feel lonely. She doesn't have much friends and she feels abandoned. And I have a fear to be abandoned as well. Incompetent. This is about self-realization. My mom is not much realized in her life, to my opinion, and I say that this is just my subjective opinion. And of course, I'm afraid to continue her destiny. False. It's for me about that It seems to me sometimes that I live some other's life. So that the life with what I live is not like the one I wanted. And now I'm asking, do I need a correction in a present? And I choose the corrections. And the correction is adrenaline. I do some things. I press some points on my belly, a bit above my navel, and it helps me to alleviate the stress and fears which I have there. And I stimulate or massaging these points on the both sides of my navel, and I feel a bit of relief. I check if I have to continue or is it enough. It's enough, and that was it for current moment. I'm asking, do I need the correction in the past? Yes, I do. And I'm searching for the age. And the test says it's 8 years old. And I have to think of the idea why 8 years old. What could happen when I was 8? It seems to me that what comes now into my memory is when I was ill with measles. I'm not sure I remember the right name of this disease, but it's when your neck swallows and it's hard to breathe and it's hard to swallow. It's not allergical, it's like, I guess, a virus or infection. And I'm checking if it is this situation. Yes, it's the exact situation. And I can think of the same emotions there. So falls, this swollen neck, it felt like really artificial, incompetent. I think it was about the methods of curing it. I really doubt my parents knew how to cure it because I remember wearing like a hot compress on my neck, and it was rather stupid to do this because it's really bad idea to heat a swollen neck. And abandoned. Abandoned. I think this more about fear of death because back then it was maybe for the first time when I was close to death because it was difficult to breathe. And I thought that nobody can help me, that if I die, no one can save me and I will be alone. And now I'm choosing the correction for this situation. And we have the correction, which is called anti-dehydratation. So basically, it's just we're drinking water, but our body perceives it as, I don't know, in my situation, when I drink and I can swallow without ache in my throat, it like reassures my positive experience. So now I'm growing up, now I can swallow, and this measles can stay in the past. So by this act of drinking, my body reassured that I have survived and overcame this stressful situation. Okay, so is it enough? Do I need another correction? Then the test says that no. And if I don't need any other correction, I need to make this situation positive. Usually the positive ideas we do in a posture which is called forehead, back of the head correction. So basically I keep my hands on my forehead and like opposite to another hand. I close my eyes and think of the situation and form the desired future. So what I see, I want that back then in my 8 years old, when I felt that I have these symptoms of this disease, I asked my mom to call the doctor. And it's nice reminiscences because at that time it was possible to call the doctor at home and they would come. And the doctor comes and she's very kind. She gives me a balloon. I'm imagining all this. So I'm making the positive image of that situation. So nothing of that had happened, but for my mind right now it's happening. So she gives me a balloon and she prescribes a medicine, which is helpful. And she says that it's not a good idea to heat it. And she prescribes really nice, tasty medicines. And my father goes to the chemist shop and buys this medicine. And I take it, and the swallowness disappears, and I'm happy. And the important thing is to feel the states there. So what I feel secure. I feel loved and overcoming, easily overcoming. So secure, loved, and easily overcoming. I'm writing that down. Secure, loved, easily overcoming. Okay. How to imprint this positive feeling. So I take my arms like that, or you can hug yourself. I like this way. And I tell Natalie from 8 years till present moment and forever, I feel secure, loved, and I easily overcome everything. And I do it now in another position. Natalie, from 8 years till the present moment and forever, I feel secure and loved, and I easily overcome any difficulties. Natalie, from 8 years till present moment and forever, I feel secure, I feel loved, and I easily overcome everything. Natalie, from 8 years till the present moment and forever, I feel secure, loved, and I easily overcome any problems. And I check if it's okay. And I make a projection into future. 3 months. 3 months from now, it will be end of May. End of May. I don't know what's going on to be in 3 months. But I can imagine, fantasize my future, which I like. The same posture. End of May. I imagine, I don't know why, but I imagine that I'm sitting on a patch of land, or even in some like dacha or summer house. And I sit near this house, and this is my house. By the way, I don't have such a house, but my mind imagines it. Okay, so this is my own house, and it's summer, and I'm sitting there and celebrating that now we have this house and we can go there every time we want. We can spend there weekends, so we can plan something there. And the most important are the feelings which I feel there. And I feel happy, light, and professionally demanded. So happy, light, professionally demanded. Okay. We do the same, so we imprint this positive emotion. So Natalie, from future till present, happy, light, professionally demanded. Natalie, from future to present moment, happy, light, professionally demanded. Natalie, from future till to this moment, happy, light, professionally demanded. Natalie, from future till the present moment, happy, light, and professionally demanded. And now I'm checking the topic. So I read it aloud again and I see whether the answer of my muscles is strong or not. So I live my own life scenario different from my mother. I live my own life scenario different from my mother. I live my own life scenario different from my mother. So you can see that my fingers are not going apart. It means that for my psyche, for my subconscious, I have changed something in this topic. This is it. So actually this, I don't know how much time, I didn't check it, but for this rather short time, you can work with yourself with any demand you want. And if you want to do the same, so please contact me and ask me about such a session. Goodbye. Have a nice and light and professionally demanded day. Goodbye.